Hello everyone and welcome. Today I will introduce you to the theory of cybernetic systems in anthropology. First of all, what is cybernetics? Cybernetics is the science of communications and automatic control systems in both machines and living things. In essence, it is a system of self-regulation. This idea was first approached in the 40s and 50s, mainly in Germany, by mathematicians. It had tremendous success and became widely popular. By the 60s, it was also popular within the social and cultural sciences, and therefore anthropology. Today, I will introduce you to a very famous anthropologist who used this approach. His name is Roy Rappaport. Rappaport was born in 1926 and died in 1998. He was an American anthropologist who wrote a series of very successful books. The most important ones were Ritual Regulations Between New Guinea People, which was published in 1967, and Pigs for the Ancestors, which is probably his most famous work, which was done in 1963. However, the work of his that I'll be referring to in this video is Ritual, Sanctity, and Cybernetics, which is an academic journal that was published by him in 1971. So I already explained to you the idea of cybernetics, but what does that actually mean for anthropology? And how does Rappaport use it? Because cybernetics is defined as a self-regulating system, Rappaport first asked himself, what is a system? And the dictionary definition of a system is a set of things working together as parts of a mechanism or interconnecting network. In Rappaport's study, the mechanism used would be a living group of people. So in the particular system, the entities or variables are somehow related to each other. If there's a change in one variable, there's therefore a change in at least one other variable within the system. The second definition that Rappaport has to keep in mind is, what does it mean to regulate? The definition of regulate, by definition, is to control or maintain the rate or speed of a machine or process so that it operates properly. Again, the machine in Rappaport's mind would be a tribe of people. To regulate means the variables would have a certain range, and this range has to be managed. An example of this is population. You need a certain amount of people so that the life cycle continues and goes on, reproduction continues. But you also need not too many people, so overpopulation comes in and becomes a problem. So what example does Rappaport give in his book? The case study Rappaport decides to use in his study is the case of the Melanesians of New Guinea. Rappaport used participant observation to closely examine the cybernetic structure of the native Melanesian tribe of roughly about 200 people. So what is a cybernetic system that he found in his study? First of all, Rappaport found that when there is warfare, in this context specifically when warfare has concluded, a huge pig slaughter takes place within the community. It's part of their tradition and it's a form of celebration that warfare has ended. The pig slaughter partly serves to say thank you to the support in the warfare of the ancestors who had supported them financially and in their wisdom to succeed in the warfare. But the sacrificed pigs are not enough to repay the ancestors. There remains a debt towards the ancestors. And of course, if you are lacking in the support of the ancestors, it would be very unintelligent to start a new warfare. So what they did is they waited for the support of the ancestors to start a new war. This is a very important point. Slaughtering the pigs was not enough to win over the favor of the ancestors. As time goes by in the Melanesian community, the pig population begins to rise. With time and increasing population, some problems do occur. Rappaport mentions some of these problems. As the population of pigs rises more and more, land is used to grow food for the pigs, leaving a disproportionate amount of food for the humans. The second problem is that the pig population becomes more and more difficult to control. Social problems as a whole increase. A large amount of human effort is spent on feeding the pigs, which becomes yet another problem. So many problems are arising because of the rising pig population. At a certain point, people agree that there are enough pigs. There's a huge festival, and yet another pig slaughter takes place. So at this point, because they've slaughtered a new batch of pigs, and they've given that to the ancestors, the debt is completely repaid, and the people have regained the support of the ancestors. So then this leads the tribe to start yet another war. And the cycle continues and continues and continues. And in this sense, the system is self-regulating and is therefore fits under Rappaport's definition of what it means to be a cybernetic system. Thank you for watching.